8. At this point, she's just like, oh, I'm over it. Get out of my house.
I mean...
Okay, yeah, so it was because there was
a Slayer concert in her backyard once, so that was something.
Yeah, and Don Vito's reaction.
Oh, God.
Oh, I know.
Vito. God, I haven't seen that show in years.
He died some years ago, though.
Okay, no joke. I get my DVD player working or something. I have all 5 seasons of Viva La Bam.
You do not.
Oh,
wow.
yeah.
Viva La Bam. What a show to own on DVD.
I'm gonna flex this. I don't freaking care.
I love it. I love it.
Oh,
I have Daria. I have all seasons of Daria on DVD.
What amazed me was when they went on that core island, and it wasn't far from 3 Mile Island, and they were stranded there. And they eventually ran through, and they had to fish for a catfish, and they're like, oh, but it's from 3 Mile Island. Or, like, would you eat a catfish that was not far from 3 Mile Island nuclear power plant? But if you're hungry
also, catfish fishing can kill you. If you get a strong enough one, it can pull you under, right?
This one was...
No, yeah, not those. I'm talking about, like, those, massive mama catfishes.
Those are in Asia. They have big catfish.
I have a question. You might not be able to answer this, but I'm just asking, because you're in the South. Are there laws against reaching your hand into their holes because it, like, messes with their nests or whatever? Have you ever heard something like that?
I don't know about here, but there are people that do, like, noodling.
Noodling, that's what it's called.
They do that in the
deep South. Noodling is
I don't know about up
in some places. Yeah, it's illegal in some places. I don't know where.
But in the deep South, it's free reign, pretty much.
Yeah. Well, they say that noodling, like, it ruins something to do with the breeding. It, like, messes with their breeding or something.
Well, I've seen videos of people noodling just in the river, not near any holes.
I have all of it.
Look at you.
Yeah, I've had these since I was in 10th grade. So, yeah.
That is fun. It was when DVDs were, like, pretty new.
I would say DVDs were new in, like, the 90s.
I would say maybe early 2000s, and I remember they would have advertisements for DVD.
The late 90s, yeah, the late 90s, early 2000s. For our first-time users of DVD...
Yes, I remember that.
Move the glow around my asshole.
And a lot of corks. Oh, Kevin Smith in this. I can't see it because of my freaking green screen.
Yeah.
I guess, but yeah, I don't care.
Yeah.
But yeah, Mallrats, Jay and Silent Bob Strike Back.
I have Jay and Silent Bob Strike Back on DVD. Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Sure. Me too.
That was the one that
soundtrack.
Ben Affleck and Matt Damon were in.
Oh gosh, I can't stand Ben Affleck.
Wait, no. Not Jay and Silent Bob Strike Back. They were in Dogma.
Yeah, they were.
Dogma was great.
I also watched Chasing Amy, and honestly, that was a freaking amazing movie to me. I don't know why.
I have mixed feelings about Chasing Amy.
Yeah, I mean, I know.
She's a fucking tease.
I don't like rom-coms.
No, it's the only rom-com I've really gotten into, so, yeah. That's saying a lot.
Although if I do watch one, it's usually when we're on vacation for some reason.
Considering two of all the romance anime I watched, but yeah.
Since Ira almost got every item I showed right, let's put it up a notch.
Oh yeah, we're gonna put it to the test. Okay, I'm gonna make you big screen.
What is this?
A can opener?
I can press it like this.
Oh, that looks like a cherry pitter.
Nope.
It's not. A garlic press?
Nope. It has different size holes, like.
Yeah, olive pitter. Olive pitter?
Nope.
You stumped me.
What happens if I spend 24 hours in the most
You know what this is?
A cigar clipper?
Well, out of curiosity,
Yes.
I decided
I
to
got
buy
it!
over 6,000.
So
cigar
the only people in my family that will
I
have
have the
a
original
cigar
box.
are my grandfather and his brother.
So they make them like in that tubey thing, and then you gotta clip off the end to make a nice
You
flat.
put it here. If this is the cigar, you put it in like this, and then you can cut the.
He's not gonna cut his finger. Relax.
Oh.
She's acting like I did when you had the apple core in your hand. I'm like, no.
Yeah, and I have the original box also. That's pretty cool.
Yeah.
I mean, a very old seal on it. And Solingen is a very good brand for kitchen tools and other kind of tools.
Yeah, anime Symp. Fan applier. Hey, did you ever play Tank? Or were you gonna play it at the end?
You know what? Screw it. I play now because I really don't have an intro.
Oh, so many people have done this.
I have another thing.
But before that, Destination Truth went there. And
Staple remover.
Yes.
yes, we have one. I
And
use it a lot.
actually, to Ira, I have maybe or may not have a whole bunch of MP4s of all Cowboy Bebop.
Tiny, come here!
Yeah, my brother.
Space
Okay.
Dandy.
And I'm playing the freaking actual intro for historical
I have
significance.
something. This I was gonna make it harder. Okay, Ira, what is this?
Okay, 3, 2, 1.
Let's jam.
I've played this on drums so many times at this point.
Flashlight?
Close.
Kaleidoscope? I don't know.
Now, flashlight is actually what you can do is this. And you have a pointer. You can
one of the best freaking things ever conceived from an animation
you can point
studio.
things on an here. Now I'm shining here. See? You can point things on a projector screen.
Oh, cool! It's a projector.
And here you have the pointer. See?
See it?
What it is. So flashlight was close enough. You know?
And they're making a remake, like a reboot series on Netflix, which I am hyped for. But literally, if you want to talk literally one of my all-time favorite shows.
I'm hearing that song. I love it. Yeah, same here, man.
Like, I love SAO, but she's Bebop beats it by a landslide. And being that I'm also way too much of a dork that
1998.
I have the damn soundtrack.
You are such a dork.
Okay,
I love it.
Okay, disc 1, the other two are pretty damn expensive. But yeah. And I have a poster literally right up there.
Man, I was in the anime club in high school, and we would watch this. We'd watch this stuff like during lunchtime or whatever.
Oh, and even better. I don't have the files on here right now, but. Yeah. I have this poster and then a blank ass wall which has nothing on it. Yeah. Oh, the Jaws poster and whatever the hell the Japanese meaning is. But yeah. I'll find it.
By the way, Ira, when you learned about how medieval people took care of their hair, was it from Snappy Dragon?
I don't know. I think it was from someone on TikTok.
For me, it was on YouTube.
Maybe on YouTube. Maybe it was YouTube.
She's got red hair.
It wasn't red, but
Oh.
yeah.
Well, that's where I learned it from her. She's a fashion historian or historical expert when it comes to fashion and lifestyle and
I have it.
sewing and all that.
The funny thing is, with this playlist in particular, I downloaded almost all of this before, like half of these got
What?
deleted.
What's
Private.
that?
I mean, I know everybody loves Spike, but honestly, Ed is my favorite character.
I mean, dude, Spike's a damn badass.
He is, but he's also kind of a cynic and a Debbie Downer.
I mean, for the record, I would be pissed too if I was stuck having a freaking child, a woman, and a dog invade my shit.
He could, you know, attitude is everything, right? So he could put on a better attitude. Sometimes you get handed stuff in life you don't want to deal with, like fibromyalgia.
Yeah, I mean, also with the whole crime syndicate stuff involved in it. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm just saying, you know,
It messes
it's my
up the
personal
person.
taste. I like
I mean-
Ed. Ed's my favorite.
Okay, now we're gonna make it even harder.
Oh, Jesus. What else do I have to identify?
What is this? They
A vice?
you can put it in here, and then this
You turn it. What does it do?
it will pop out.
I don't know what it is, honestly.
You can turn it back, and it goes down again, basically.
What's it for?
This is for if you have an old lead letters back in the day, and you had to make a window with all the lead letters, and you had to fasten it, the frame, for all the lead lettering for a printing machine. You fasten it with these.
Okay.
But that was really hard to guess, you know.
Part of a printing machine. I never would have gotten it.
To fasten the
That's a good one.
framework. Yeah. I actually got it from all the old printing factory that I worked for. So, and I got rid of a lot of tools, and they want to throw it away. I said, "How can I have some?"
Hi.
Yeah, okay.
Are you eating there, or you bring it back? I'll go with. Dinner!
Keep my shit always nice and clean.
I'm getting an early dinner tonight.
Oh, nice. What are you going to eat, Ira?
My mom just... Okay, so I hear some noise, and I thought it was the tarpaulin over here, like, making noise in the wind, but my mom had just opened this window, and she was, like, talking to me.
Okay. Cool.
Yeah. So... kind of startled me. Oh, talking to me. Okay.
Although there are two other things of Bebop I do want to hunt down. One of them is a PS2 Japanese exclusive game.
Oh, that's fine.
Dumb thing is, it's all Japanese and,
Okay,
yeah.
it might not work on a device made in the United States.
I know, I would have to get a Japanese
Yeah.
PS2 or something. But, I mean, there's also... not that.
Hey, Ira, Heather, and Morgan, you know that cork is like becoming scarce or something because they have a lot of wine bottles now with like plastic corks, I believe, huh?
Really?
Or screw tops. Yeah, over here they have. Look what I found.
And this,
A whole bag of corks.
even though I also heard that this one really wasn't worth playing because it has 6 levels. So,
Oh, this is actually this is actually from a bakery in Germany where I go to. It says Schaffer Broodstuben. A Broodstuben is bakery en gezond und lekker. That is healthy and yummy.
Bandai the best. Bandai the best.
You gonna throw the ball?
Yeah, the only thing is that basically if I were to get these, literally, I would have to either get a freaking Japanese PS2 or... Which honestly, I would just have to get the console. Because I have everything else.
Alright, guys, I'm gonna go.
Uh,
Thank you for having me up, Morgan.
yeah,
Good to see you, Heather and Art.
It's a pleasure.
Bye.
we'll eat a Japanese version. 100 cent. Nope. Japanese. That's 61 bucks ain't bad.
It won't fit you. He's talking about John McAfee.
Getting Morgan in the distance, like far away.
Yep.
Oh, and also both these, like old-fashioned scissors.
We do have that. We have them. Like, we're going to use them for sewing.
Yeah, and indeed, for cutting fabric, these are very good. Yeah. Because they have like teeth on it, it's very fine teeth.
Thing is, it does need sharpening.
It does. But these are actually pretty sharp because if I have a paper, look, better. This is fucking sharp still. So this, I was glad to find this, and it looks like in very good nick. I only paid $2 for the scissors. Yeah, we have finally those second-hand markets you can go to over here again. So that's cool.
Oh, we love them.
Sorry, oh yeah, reverse.
Yeah.
I just think that your audio goes like crooked and you
It
refresh
started
it.
since the YouNow, the past month or two. I don't know why.
Me neither, because I've seen some people have it, some people don't. Some people do have it when they're on the computer, some on their phone. So it's like really random on which kind of person it happens to. But when it happens, it's often occurring again for the same person. But it's strange. So So that's why Morgan should be a millionaire. And
What about being a millionaire?
I was just kidding.
I was gonna say, yeah, I might be a millionaire, but I'm like 7 notes.
I just said the same as when you came back. Just a joke.
I'm really also saying, I'm actually saving up my damn diamonds again.
Oh, cool.
Because I have $300. I mean, literally have, because I have the freaking bicycle here and headphones.
Oh, that's any then they can. And that's what is cool because you use a lot of equipment.
Yeah.
Eventually it will wear down. So
No, I mean, literally, as in, my headphones, which I've been wearing since day one on here, died. And
I'm still.
I had to get another pair that was going to repair in the house, and now we all have Chris.
Hello, Alice.
Yo, Alex, weird. Oh my god. Those
Finally, now
Is that the Alex? Morgan?
What?
Is that the Alex or not?
No, it's another guy.
Soccer fields and all that.
Alex Olds is still the guy level 61 with a freaking crown for some reason.
Oh, okay. Yeah, but was it? Jesse, or also called Miss Evil, was their account. She had to start all over again, and she was like 104.
I know, I heard. Wow. She was a bell stream when I found out.
Yeah.
Michael, what are... Hey, we got 8 people in here. Nice.
They need this.
That's good.
Started going under hashtag alternative on and off, so that's good at least.
Oh, yeah, and there was also again, kind of thing you had to do, put in your text, and therefore you could, there was like an, what do you call it?
Claiming get money off of this.
Yeah, another thing, but also that you have to participate on a contest. That's the word I was.
I did.
Yeah, I saw that you had it in your text as an, for a while. Did you?
Yeah.
When are the results for that? Or?
Not yet. Those aren't until tomorrow. I gave up halfway through because I got Editor's Choice.
Oh, you got it?
Like, my only reason of even being in that contest was to get easy again.
Okay.
And Point Man already dropped 3 entries.
Oh, wow.
And
Oh,
then
you
Editor
tried
dropped
it.
one.
Editor's Choice.
Yeah, man, I got back on him.
Okay.
Last
I
time.
have an ego. That's what happens to me. All of a sudden I have an ego. I will drop off and come back.
Right. But yeah. What was the last... Or wait, yeah. Last time... Wait. Dustin just messaged me on Instagram. I'm not going to tell anybody. Yeah. I was going to say, alright, next time turn your camera on and off and fixes it.
Oh, okay.
That it's been the new thing. Like, you scroll down like a freaking damn centimeter.
Yeah, I did. I scrolled down to see something, to check something, and because you were Editor's Choice, I scrolled down to see Editor's Choice, and that fucked up the whole thing and made the ego for myself.
Yeah, it doesn't happen for me. It only happens for guests.
Oh, good to know.
Like, this has been happening for a while now.
Oh, okay. Yeah, and for me, it happened like it was the second time, and I didn't know why, but now I know. And I'm on a hangout. I'm not gonna scroll.
I mean, in case turn camera on off, you know, fix it.
Yeah, okay.
There's something that I looked at a Route 21 store when we went to a mall the other day, and I really liked these.
No, I looked for under alternative.
What is it?
My ex girlfriend.
Oh, cool.
I thought,
Now I know what you were talking about, Justin.
That's a pretty cool fence.
I know, the thing is, I'm like, I think it just looks so cool, and
Yeah.
like
No,
a throwback as well. But then again, a lot of stuff that was popular 20 years ago is coming back anyway, so.
No,
I remember in a pro wrestler have those kind of fences, and it was Superstar Billy Graham. Yeah, that kind of fence.
And I'd like the cargo, because that way it can be just straight leg. Nothing like a skinny jean or anything, but just a cargo.
What the frick? Ah! I've broken all of you now. That's
Yeah, see it.
blown a million times.
It almost looks like in the 70s kind of video. They also did
Well, were they popular at that time?
Yeah, they were. But this is like that for Morgan now. Oh, my voice is already going. See, my voice is still not okay.
Yeah, I mean,
It takes a fucking freaking long time. I can hear my voice already going.
take it easy for a while, man. Oh, freaking hell.
Yeah, that's why I.
Isn't there something you can take for the vocal cords or whatever?
Okay, I'm gonna start.
Yeah, they say you have to go behind the gas station as well.
Oh gosh, that's not what I meant.
No,
For laryngitis.
I know.
Oh.
What I also use is this. This also helps a bit.
Say hey, store.
Liquor.
Say hi, store.
But yeah. Hell, why?
Hello.
Oh, that book is so cool.
I
Yeah.
did that on my system. But yeah.
Oh. Oh, somebody been to the pool. Because we got AC out in here. My little sister got back from the pool.
What in the...
And it's clearing up now.
Is that a JoJo reference, sir?
Jojo Rabbit?
No, JoJo's Bizarre Adventure.
Oh.
Is it me or don't I hear the audio melodies?
It's just kind of that way.
No, I've heard him talk.
Yeah, I have.
Yeah, but I was just wondering if he knew that you don't hear any audio in case he was talking. Because it happened to one hangout that the person was talking for a moment and the audio went out, and all of a sudden it was like, nobody's listening to me. No, we don't hear you, so I'm not allowed to listen to you.
Well, kind of
But, yeah.
like the pants, but the thing is, what will you wear with it? Especially if it's red camo. Because
That's a good question.
that's another issue. I don't want to buy something unless I know I can wear it in several places.
It would be nice if you had like a jacket with the same print.
Well, there's also one in like a cherry red, it's more of a dark red. That seems like more of a more neutral Banks too.
Yeah, most of the time, if you wear like pants that are very vibrant and a lot of color in them, yeah, most of the time just wear one of the colors in the design, not just plain one color. Otherwise, it will be too busy. No, I don't hear you. Nope, Alex fan, I don't hear you at all. In case you can't hear me, we'll time no.
Hold on, hey, there, I'm fixed it. Fuck.
Oh,
I fucking fixed it. I was muted on here.
Great.
Who's swallowing a bee outside?
It's like an espresso
Who's
machine.
sounding moist?
A moist espresso machine.
I can do this.
Yeah.
Fuck.
It's more
Oh,
of a deeper red, and I think that could be more doable instead of a bright.
Yeah, because you can wear just a plain wheat red shirt over with it. Or black.
Or black will go with anything.
Yeah, or that dark red color as a plain color for a shirt. It can also work with it.
Or a moon. I mean, as long as they're kind of, there's something in
Well,
color
if
theory, and I forget what it's called. Like, it's in the same exact color, but it's more, I think it's tone that I'm thinking of.
No, what it is with color, what can make it very busy, and also in design, doing readable and everything, if you have an opposite color, like if you have like a little bit dark red, the opposite color, the negative color of that, in a color swap circle, is like a light mint green. If you use those together, and you have text, and you move it a little bit like this, it gets optical effect, and it looks like it's shaking very hard, and it makes it almost unreadable if you have those opposite color on the color wheel.
My mom would know, give me an idea about that because she.
Oh, you can type in the color wheel, and it's called opposite colors on the color wheel, and
Well,
those...
she also went to school for graphic design and she knows art and color theory.
I went to school for graphic design almost 10 years, so. And I work at a printing factory, and I work at a designing thing. So, yeah. I know the German word for it. But you can find a color wheel, let's see what it's called in English.
She might have had one.
Basically, it's called the circle here. It's the color wheel, yeah. The primary colors, you can also have secondary colors.
And tertiary.
And, yeah. You have opposite colors that are... On the color wheel, you can actually you have the color wheel with all the colors on it, like the rainbow. You can see what is the opposite colors, and those don't go together very well because it makes it gets optical effect, causes optical effects often, and makes text unreadable because the opposite colors are equally as strong in their own right. That's what makes it readable.
Yeah, I think I'm not going to get those because
Oh,
I
shit,
doubt I
I
can
think-
actually wear just anything with it because
I got-
most of my tops are not really solid. There's going to be some.
Well, you know what color would go very not with those pens is mint green.
Oh yeah, I know that.
Yo, man, I gotta go. My tractor's about to die. So it was nice talking to you for a bit. I'll be back maybe later.
Yeah.
Alright, see ya.
I try and aim for at least 6 hours too, so. She's building up, man, like 5 hours already.
Sometimes go slow or whatever.
It goes fast and more slow on this freaking place.
Well, actually, to be honest, Henry, what I like more, even though I did a whole schooling for about 6 years for graphic design and book printing and actually the whole graphic industry, I like the book printing part more than actually designing. Because designing things most of the time, you're not an head designer, you have to work out what the head designer thought of or what the client thought of. So there's not a lot of your own kind of interpretation or your own kind of things in it. You have to just do what a client tells you. And then you have to sometimes design things that you don't, that actually are in a kind of graphic design law not even right. Because I actually have to design a card for a designing studio that had an optical effect in it that it makes the whole card look crooked, always. And I try to tell them, well, if you do that in this fashion, it will always look crooked, your card, because it has an optical illusion, because the lines like curving and straight lines into it, also squiggling optical kind of effect. And they wouldn't have none of it, and you still have to design it. So yeah, a lot of times you have to design things that you think is completely garbage and shit. And that's why I went to book printing, because that's different. You get like a whole other kind of genre. You don't have to deal with clients. You don't have to deal with the person that makes the plates for you to print. Because you have to have very good nerves to handle clients in graphic design. And because a lot of people, you have to educate them, because a lot of people don't know shit about making business cards and how to do it right, or to design a newsletter, or
I taught
Yeah, we
myself
had-
how to make business cards. Hell, I'm not even kidding, like before YouNow and crap, I freaking went on the Visa for and made some damn business cards.
For
I giving that
instance.
crap out to people.
Run it issue. Is it very good readable? Mwah.
Yes.
Why make that? Why don't you make that blue? It makes it better readable. And the font is too small. This is my fucking finger. Okay, this size is okay, but this is too small. You put gray behind it, so people that are a little bit dyslexic can't read this.
Oh, I see.
People that are have the reading glasses can't read this, and therefore the design, this is a flaw. And this is actually a pretty big glue company. And I see that all the time everywhere. And then I also this is just an example that I could pull right out. And you see that way more and more and more in designs also of magazines, especially magazines that have to be printed pretty fast every week. There are so many errors in spelling, first of all. And I'm not really a good speller, but they, if they type something, they leave like a small word at the bottom. That doesn't work very good, because if you have an whole text, you have only one word like done at the bottom, like in the corner. The whole text doesn't work with it. So actually what you have to do is break off the text, make it a little bit longer, so you end with a little bit longer sentences at the bottom of your text. Otherwise, it looks odd. Get way too much empty space, and they don't do that even anymore.
One thing I noticed is that blah blah blah's website has a lot of has some grammar issues that I've noticed, and I was like, well, there you go. And I know it's natural, but I was like,
well, if you make a website, what I would do is spell check everything. Or what we also did back in the day, how it would go. There was a text with a design from a customer. Then the administration checked the text because they are the administration and they're most of the time more accurate and schooled for checking tests. Then it would go to the whole filmmaking and the plate making for the press. And then we had one printing, and that would go back to the client to see if it was okay. And then we started printing. They don't do that anymore. There's no check at all. The client comes with a design, and they don't check anything at all. They just print it. Is it okay by you? Yes. Okay. Then when it goes wrong, it's the client their fault because they sent the wrong copy or it's errors, and then it just printed it. But it's interesting indeed that blah 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 is a lot of things to say about things. And then if you're critical, at least make sure your own shit is okay.
Yeah.
That's any, especially when you're really critical at other people, and make sure that your own.
Yeah, I would always seek to make sure the grammar is good, or else misunderstandings can happen again.
And you always have a friend or your mom or a relative or whomever that is can check or look at it, because what we always did before I started printing, I made a couple of prints, and then I showed my head of the printing department if it was okay and everything, and then he okayed it with a signature or it's like a small signature, and then I started printing. And all those steps in between when they check things are gone now because they have to make a lot of cuts in the whole printing industry. So, and it's also computerized. It doesn't help also always with the checkups and everything. But yeah, spell check your website. If I make a design for somebody, I double check the spelling, and sometimes I show it to my mom or dad for the spelling just to make sure, especially a website. And I was not very good with spelling and everything, but by today's standards, I'm good. I was like middle-ish, not really good, and now the standards are so low, or became so low, that I'm actually now pretty good at spelling. Same for mathematics. I was like very average, and now I'm on the good side because even cashiers, because everything is on the machine all the time, what they have to give back and everything, and they scan everything, and they pay with cards. But if you pay with cash, they type in the cash, and it brings out or shows what they have to give back in money. But if they have to give back in money, they often do it very stupid way. They give like 10, 50 cents. Or 10 cents. Yeah, give 150, not like 5 cents. And like sometimes you get so much loose cash back. And I think, well, you could also have done that with 3 coins instead of 40.
Oh, man. Where to go?
Hello, from New Zealand, I guess.
New Zealand, okay. My brain's off.
Well, I don't know any other country with NZ.
New Zealand.
The new sleepy town. It was nice. Not you.
I'm trying to find the night where I actually took a picture of my business cards when I first got them. I'm assuming it was during the summer. Definitely knew it was like freaking.
Oh, and open. Blah blah blah. One will have black drinks.
The audio is the audio editor.
Oh, what about Dingus McNuggets?
There you go.
Blah blah blah.
Oh,
Has live chats once a week.
Okay.
Like I keep saying, either if you ever try to get on here, you get about 2 seconds.
Well, I just want to be cautious.
Yeah.
I feel like a bunch of trolls up his ass and I'll be laughing.
Well, he's claiming that the American Empire is falling, and he doesn't understand why. I don't know. Again.
Haven't watched it yet. I can see what the frick is that. Yeah. My head is after that.
Well, that and he kind of really seems to just. I found out that Martin Sellner and his wife, I don't know if you've heard of them, Art.
The frick is there still 6 people?
I don't know.
How is it I have EC again? First night went really freaking great. And then next thing you know, I got 6 to 10.
I don't know. A lot of people get EC this week, and I don't understand why.
Hogs.
What should I address you by Jordan or something else?
Just call me Jordan. That's my actual name.
Okay, yeah. You could call me Artis.
Okay.
I mean, I just call him Art only because.
Yeah, Artis also fine.
Ironically, Art, it was kind of also because of the front man of Everclear.
Yeah.
So, yeah, that's kind of one too. So I'm going to put it
Alright.
Where the frick did I take the picture of my business cards? A fake ass Italian Mexico freaking sucks. Oh no. I'm going to take my ass for that.
We're gonna. Actually, my voice is going. It's gonna hear. It's also 3 a.m. in the morning. So.
It's like 2 a.m. for me.
Yeah, so I'm gonna head off because I'm gonna rest my voice a little bit.
Okay.
I don't want to be like tomorrow.
Go
to the bakery and like. Okay, so there you go. Have a great.
there you go, Art.
Oh, there you go. Oh, that actually is pretty cool.
Nice. I like it.
Yeah, that is good business.
Literally, I just gave these to anyone. I mean anyone.
Hell, I still have the boxes, and I'm still giving this crap away to people.
Wait, what is it?
Being like, my business card.
Oh.
This is for my YouTube channel, my Instagram, everything else. I'm like, hey, you want to see some quality content? Boom, Morgan3000. We don't take pride in our quality, but we suck in the process.
Thank you, Arties. Appreciate it.
Well, literally. That was one. This was a prototype. But,
I hit 2.3. I hit 2.5k.
Thank you, Art.
This was a prototype of that card. It was going to be double-sided, but I was pissed that I really couldn't afford it. So this was the end result. And I got to update the information on this. Because my $7 isn't that anymore.
I finally hit 2.5k.
Noise.
Oh.
I finally hit 2.7k.
Hey, I know it's trying to go somewhere. I'm not sure though.
What the frick? Oh, Metal Man trending? I'm getting my ass into a stream. Hold up. I'm gonna pulverize him for this. Hold the frick up. I'm a screw with Metal at this point. He asked you for it. Wait.
I always like Bungie in that show. She's kind of
Yeah,
hot.
damn it, where is he?
She's hot. She was a hot one.
Who is?
Yes, the blonde one in the show. The blonde cat.
Is live.
The blonde cat's that you've got on your screen. She was hot in that show. No shit. I mean, it was a pretty good, gorgeous people, but she was my favourite. She is like cool.
Morgan. I showed Mom last night. You know that Go-Go Ono video you showed me?
Oh, wait. Hold up.
No.
I'm so confused.
No, you'll be even more confused when you see this.
Look at the ratio, too.
What the fuck?
She can't do anything. She's got no talent.
Oh,
Get a real Mewtwo.
It sounds like she's having an orgasm.
Oh, we get it. What was that?
What the fuck?
Okay, stop it. No more.
Hold up.
No.
I was searching up something.
I can't take it anymore.
The thing is, when you look at the comments,
John Lennon. Jonathan.
I just can't take it. She's
I can't see how John Thorne would work with her.
You know the word Ono is in her name for a reason, right?
Oh,
And
no.
Yoko has a microphone. No, but for real. Someone sent me a video of Yoko Ono singing, and therapy is
She
going to be
can't
really
actually sing.
beneficial for
She
me.
cannot.
I'm looking forward to it. Yeah, it sucks. It sucks really good. Let's just watch it.
He's just gonna roast it.
I know, but
Oh, he cuts parts out.
no, oh my god.
Give him a second.
Help me. It sounds like farts. So does the balloon. Saxophone solo.
Oh god.
no.
What did you think if you heard this coming from the room next to you?
Oh, God.
You'd think someone was getting freaky with a saxophone.
Oh god.
Yoko sure does love that saxophone.
It's too much.
Say
Oh
aw.
god.
Yes, no need to worry, Yoko. It's just a simple case of
Alafano.
colitis.
she's
What the fuck is going
So
on?
I'm gonna write you out a quick prescription of Shut the F Up to take twice daily, and you should see your family start reappearing in
I'm not going to show this to anyone else.
Well, Morgan showed it to me some months ago when he talked about John Thorne's patent and stuff.
Oh, I know, I'm not going to show anyone else in the phone. It's anyone.
I hope Yoko's okay.
They're like traumatized. Oh god.
Yoko, I don't want you to, but this hits balls. Things, you have to subscribe to me once. Hey, Stevie T here, and boy, do I have an offer for you. Subscribe to me, and you will get Yoko Ono's greatest hits live on DVD for free, including such timeless hits as Remember this chart topper? You can forget that timeless Chris Brown Yoko Ono duet. Ow. But wait, if you subscribe in the next 3 minutes, we'll include Yoko Ono karaoke for free.
Dang, she came from privilege.
So subscribe now. I can't think of any. Come on, the Beatles. You couldn't let her sing on one freaking song. How about
I think they kind of did, didn't they?
It sound like a dying one. Or is that the Walrus Maiden Call? I can never remember these things. Like, this is actually truly beautiful. You have to look beyond the performance to really see the beauty of it. Oh, God.
No.
Oh no, not again.
Out of your mind? They're clapping. That doesn't take talent. She just
I'm
started.
disappointed in John Thorne for doing this.
I think I can start a Yoko Ono tribute act.
I mean, this is love and going, but it's just wrong.
Right.
Well, it sounds better.
It's so bad.
Nut saxophone.
Also, she talked crap about his
I wonder what
son.
the solo material sounds like. Do we dare check it out? Apparently there is no difference. Apparently there is no difference. You're
Exactly,
both
she can't
balls now. Side note, your guitarist is my new favorite guitarist. Except he's probably just trying to get the sound of your voice out of his ear.
Yeah.
Thank you for watching.
We need a palate cleanser. Give us a palate.
Alternative, what?
We need a palate cleanser. Show some good material by John Zorn, please. Drown out this crap.
Not that shite. That shite was annoyingly weird.
What do you think the show is?
God, I'm gonna remember that until I die. Jesus Christ, that traumatized me.
Worse things to traumatize people.
that was weird, what the fuck? I'm not gonna look at Asian people the same now.
Oh my gosh.
I'm not looking at Asian people the same now anymore, that's just weird.
Okay, this is better. This is better.
Okay.
Okay, now, this dude can do everything anyway, so he's
Oh,
not...
that's good. That's good.
Warsaw? Dang, Poland's lucky. I wonder what the sheet music says, though. Do they not let the sheet music be available? Seriously, though, I would like to see what's on it.
Thanks, bro.
What's up, really?
Yes, this is the palate cleanser we need. The trauma is gone. I love the organ.
I like that. That was good. Better than like you.
Chris,
Oh, Chrissy, you missed something weird.
Wait, Chrissy? Which Chrissy?
You need to show Chrissy what we just witnessed.
No.
but no, show only a tiny portion.
Yeah,
No.
please.
Stevie T's version.
Oh, I want to hear that.
But
But it's okay. It's available. You can watch it. You can listen to it whenever you want. No. I'm taking off my headset.
Oh, it's fine.
Okay.
You're fine.
Back on.
It's not that bad.
Yeah, when I showed that to Mom, she was like, "This is awful."
You only gotta show 1 second.
Oh god, man, this was funny.